The story of Siddhartha Gautama or Shakyamuni, who is widely known as the Buddha, began about 490 BCE in the foothills of the Himalayas. He was born in a very rich family and lived in a beautiful palace. As an adolescent person, he had everything that he needed and wanted for his growth and for his studies that his father insisted on. Later on, he married a pretty woman with whom he had a son. Regardless of how good and wealthy his life looked from the outside, Siddhartha Gautama was not happy. For many years, he wasn't even allowed to leave his palace, as his father wanted to protect him from seeing and experiencing any unpleasantness of life. At last, being so stubborn and determined to see what is behind his palace gates, he decided to leave it in pursuit of the meaning of life. Siddhartha Gautama was 29 years old when he traveled out of his palace. What he observed then influenced emotionally him very much. On his first trip, he met an old man who was barely walking. On his second trip, he saw a sick man making cries because of his pain. During his third excursion, Shakyamuni came across a dead body during a funeral. He was truly stunned and depressed by what he saw. On his fourth trip, he met a wandering monk who was searching for religious truth. Those 4 strong experiences in which Shakyamuni observed old age, illness, death, and a religious seeker are referred to as the 4 sights, and they became an inspiration for him to leave his family and palace to go and explore the truth about the world and life. So after the 4 sights, Shakyamuni started his journey to attain enlightenment, which according to Buddhist philosophy is realization of true reality, of true nature of life. He started to follow various practices to attain this ultimate state. Unfortunately, after 6 years, he came to understand that he had not comprehended what he wanted to. He understood that neither living in extreme luxury nor in extreme poorness could bring him experience of true reality. From then on, Shakyamuni chose to introduce a moderate path into his life, which is also known as the middle way. He then traveled to the village called Bodh Gaya, where at the age of 35, during meditation under Bodhi tree, attained enlightenment. Thanks to his experience of enlightenment, Shakyamuni gained the ability to see past lives, death, rebirth in various forms, and eventually he comprehended that he had removed all desires as well as ignorance that were the cause of his suffering. He became a Buddha, a title which means the enlightened one. After his enlightenment, Shakyamuni was not willing to share what happened to him with anybody because he was afraid that people would be confused. After some time, however, he decided to give his first sermon, describing his realization to a group of 5 ascetics, and this is commonly known as the first discourse. Then he carried on providing his teachings to all kinds of people until his death at the age of 80. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like the video, give it a like, of course, and subscribe to the channel, and see you on the next video.